actually got
Elevensies.
At 11, we went live at the crack of 11. And if somebody would like this cat, please.
I don't know why you keep trying to give away Skittle.
Well, you know, she's
just annoying. But
she's beyond annoying. Beyond annoying.
Oh, the awareness shop is live.
Yes, we are live. You must turn your volume down, otherwise I'll get stuck in that infinite loop.
Chill out.
That was the thing. I was fun yesterday. We were trying to do this box set. Well, we should say good morning and welcome to Elevensies with Lisa and Anton. I'm Anton.
And I'm Lisa. And this is Skittles.
Of course, Skittle. Of course, Skittle. So yeah, just talk about getting stuck in delays. We had I don't know if you guys saw it, we did a jewelry box opening yesterday. We're trying to film it. And Lisa's trying to move the thing based on what she's seeing on the screen, which is 30 seconds behind what's actually happening. We're like going around in a loop.
What you don't understand is...
I don't understand anything.
At least it was telling me where I should put the piece. For the next one.
I don't know.
I took a lot of berating yesterday about that. And
it's all my fault.
It was really not funny. Hi, Shelley.
Well, good morning, everybody. And welcome to It's Thursday.
Thoughtful Thursdays.
Thursday, May the 27th. The month is gone, just about.
Almost Mercury retrograde.
Almost Memorial Day.
Almost our 28th anniversary.
That is true. That is very, very true.
Almost Psychotic Fair.
Wouldn't it be cool if our 28th anniversary was tomorrow and then it'd be 28 on the 28th?
No.
Not quite.
All right. Shelley, if you missed it, it's still posted and we got in a ton of Moonstone stuff.
Oh, yes. Check it out. Check it out. You'll find it on our... Go back into our YouTube stuff and you'll find it there.
Or it's on Facebook too.
Facebook is just not easy to find. I don't know. It just isn't. But that's kind of cool. We had a lot of fun.
28 years in business this weekend. We opened in 1993 in a little space in Clintondale. And then we moved to New Paltz in 95. And then we moved to 180 Main in 97. So 28 years.
Morning, Gilda.
And I've been reading professionally well before that. About 5 years prior to that.
Oh, wow.
So 33 years, yeah.
Lordy. Good morning, Wendy. How you doing?
Thoughtful Thursdays.
Thoughtful Thursdays. This is Thursdays where we think about how we think. You ever thought about that? It's particularly, we thought today might be a good idea is what you think specifically about yourself, because what you think of yourself is indicative of how you kind of treat yourself, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I was saying that for me, the biggest lesson was learning that being spiritual doesn't mean you have to be a doormat.
Exactly. And a lot of people are. A lot of people, I mean, yeah, there's like, I get a whole, I don't want to make waves. I want to bring healing and love to a situation. And all of these are incredibly laudable things to do. And definitely we should be trying to, please excuse my pollen is driving me off the chart.
Can't breathe today.
I'm trying not to have a sneezing fit. That never looks good because I don't sneeze just once. So as spiritual people, we was trying to bring love and harmony to a situation. And sometimes we do that to the detriment of ourselves. And it's hard sometimes to recognize that you need to have boundaries. Yeah. Putting it bluntly, you don't need to set yourself on fire to keep somebody else warm. And I think sometimes we do that. Or we deny an opportunity to ourselves because we think we're taking it away from somebody else. And all of this kind of stuff, really, don't you think?
Well, I think for me...
For you?
It's about that battle that you kind of fight with yourself saying, okay... I really want to be a person of spiritual integrity as well as Muggle integrity.
Yes.
So you're always trying to give the best advice, give the best counsel, work with people, help people.
Yes.
And then there's that feeling of being taken advantage of that sometimes angers you, and then you're upset with yourself that you're angry about feeling like you were taking advantage of. you know. So the setting boundaries thing, I think, is true, you know. Again, having been in this business for many, many years, some of our regular customers, people who've been coming a long time, will know that we do give things away. Not just little things, sometimes big things if people really need them and they can't afford them.
It's kind of wild gestures.
But when people ask for discounts and I've never seen them before, or they're pushy, I tend to put up a boundary, you know?
You should have one of those little signs that the price of the item varies in accordance with the attitude of the customer.
Well, no, but I think that is kind of trying to explain being a spiritual person doesn't mean you have to be a doormat, right? Pam says a lot of times that is a misconception of others. People's opinions do not determine or not I am a doormat simply because they don't understand compassion. I don't quite understand the statement.
Yeah, but, we're talking about, Pam, what we think of ourselves.
Well, he's talking about what we think of ourselves, and I'm talking about what it is.
Well, what you think of yourself is how you typically do, you know. I think, this is my own two cents, whatever. If you hold yourself in low esteem, if you're lacking in self-esteem, you tend to feel that you're not worthy of respect because you don't respect yourself, and you allow others perhaps to be far more disrespectful to you than really should be proper.
Oh, I think we're good cop, bad cop today, because I'm going to say that from my point of view, you have to understand that respect is earned, not given. But once you have earned it, you may demand it from a person. You know, like if you have done your very best with someone and you have given all you can give to someone, and then they come to you with some sort of, you know, that's not good enough or whatever challenge, you can say to them, excuse me, but I'm going to request the respect that I have earned. And I think that's, for me, it took a long time for me to realize that you are in service, meaning me. I am in service in the position that I'm in the shop, in the position that I'm in the church, and in the position that I've agreed to be in for Caradwin. I am in service, but that does not mean that I cannot remind people of that.
I don't think we're different. I don't think you're saying we're going bad cop, bad cop.
Good cop, bad cop, because you're saying about what you think about yourself, and I'm saying...
Yeah, but you've attained the mindset that you are worthy.
I am confident that I have done my best, and my best may or may not be good enough for someone else, but that's where the boundary comes. Here's what I am offering you. If you do not want it, you do not have to take it. That does not mean I failed.
Correct. Absolutely correct. But what I'm trying to say is if you're in the process of personal development and you're working on your self-esteem, if you really feel, oh, I'm not worthy of respect, you know, because you don't really respect yourself, which is what we're doing, you know, if we say I'm not worthy of it, I'm not worthy here or whatever, then you are allowing that. And you're right, it took you a bunch of time to be able to say no.
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
sorry, here's the line in the sand, you know. Yes, I will do whatever I can to help you. Yes, you know, I'm here to support you as best I can, but I am not your chuffing doormat, you know. I'm not somebody you can just wipe your feet on and be done, you know. That's not
she
right.
Took care of all of this for me before, she'll do more. Well, I took care of all of that with you to try to empower you to do this for yourself. I understand you may not be ready to do it, but I am not ready to offer you more at this time.
This is like one of those vice and virtue things where it's got to be in balance, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got to be in balance because you need the right degree of humility as well, and realize, you know, I'm likely to make a mistake. I'm likely to get it wrong. I'm very fallible, you know, but I will come at it with the purest of intent, and you know that really is the important thing. I have no malice aforethought here. I'm not trying to screw anybody over. But when that goes out of balance the other way too far, you can become arrogant, you can become conceited, and you can become entitled. And these are really bad things. We don't vibe to entitled people, which is what we're talking about. You know, I spend a lot of money in here. I don't believe I've ever met you before. That's
Right.
it.
Do you have karma points?
That's it. But you know, there's yeah, I demand a discount. What go into the gas station and demand
Try
a
that
discount
there,
there. You know, let me know how that works for you. It's yes, we will. And yeah, Lisa is such a generous and caring person. And she's done these crazy random acts. You know that this person would love this and couldn't afford it. What have you? She's just given it to them.
Will. Yeah.
She's done that.
But
you know?
But not if they come in
With the expectation
right.
of that.
What is it like?
I want free stuff.
Yeah. You know, it's been a challenge. COVID has really been a challenge because you've really met some very demanding folks.
Well, sometimes stressful situations bring the best out in people, and sometimes it brings the worst out in people. It does. And I mean, for our part, what we try to do...
there's a lot of fear and a lot of...
Oh, fear is terrible. Yeah, it really does a number on the way you interact with things. I mean, fear is it's a very useful response, but it can cause problems in social interactions, shall we say. What you got?
Pam has sent me another thing because I didn't get it. It says, who determines if you are a doormat? Well, I think that, you know, you can determine it yourself, but I think other people can say to you, oh, wow, you know, I think you're giving away more than you're, you know, able to. I would never call myself a doormat. It's judgment. Well, that's true.
That's good.
I can respect myself, and that doesn't change others' perceptions or their entitlement. Balance, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
It does actually, because it's where your energy focuses, or where you focus your energy is actually mirrored straight back at you.
Well,
and so you know, if you can find it in yourself, that respect for yourself, and you honor yourself, and you are the balance of honor and humility, you have that nicely balanced, then you have a good relationship, and you that's the energy I think you push out into the world.
I'm laughing because she's like plop.
Yeah, well, that's better than just trying to shred everything.
Well, you know, I also think that the shop is kind of an interesting place,
isn't it?
Might say some people really vibe to it and love it, and other people, you know, they can't handle it. I've had people tell me that the shop was negative, and you know, looking back on it now, in the place I am now, it's almost that I understand that person couldn't grow any further, right? They couldn't grow any further. They couldn't.
You think there's an element of projection going on there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
something
else has to be responsible for my negativity. It has to be your fault. Can't possibly be mine. Right, yeah. Interesting. I love these things. And nobody's really saying much on YouTube.
Robert is saying here, when you give and give and give, and it's not reciprocated or appreciated, then it comes to a point that you have to cut the cord and move on. Healers are often taken advantage of, and COVID has brought out the ugly in a lot of people. That's
Absolutely true. Absolutely true, yeah.
And sometimes I've had to explain, I meet a lot of really great givers. Wonderful and I'm worried about them being taken. But the other thing I explain to them is, if they never receive, right? If they give and give and give, and then they won't let someone give to them, that's bad karma too, in a sense, you know, if you want to use the word karma in that way, because they're not allowing the person who they've given all that to bring things to balance. To
provide
so
that
we
reciprocal
need to learn how to receive
of,
as well.
That reciprocal flow of energy. Exactly thus. It is a circuit of force. And yes, we could go off on a tangent there. But definitely it is. If you spend all your time giving and non-receiving, you are out of balance, you know. And it's like, you know, if you had this real special friend, you put yourself in this position. Here's a good one. I think words fail, diagram follows kind of thing here. So you have this really special friend, and you've known them for like forever, and you know there's one thing they would dearly love, a material thing, but they haven't got the money to do it. They could never justify going out and spending that money. There's always mouths to feed or whatever. And you think, well, I'm going to get it for them. But it's not the cheapest thing in the world. So you need to save up. So you put a bit of money aside each week, and then finally the day comes when you can go out and get it for them, and you bring it back and you wrap it up into this beautiful bundle with all that sort of stuff, and you go to your friend, you go, here, I know how much you wanted this, I've got this for you, and they go, oh God, no, I can't. Oh no, I can't. How would that make you feel?
Right. Melanie says that
they refuse that.
That it is as blessed to give as it is to receive, and not accepting creates a dam. It's true. So we have to learn how to
balance.
How to balance. And I think spiritual people in particular, have that little extra lesson in a way to accept and respect themselves as much as they respect others. So.
Yes, and there you go, full circle, because that's what we were. You're saying bad cop, good cop, bad cop. I don't know. I'm a bad cop. I just let everybody off.
All right. No, I was being the bad cop because but you can imagine that after 28 years in this business, and after nearly that long leading Circle. It's been an interesting journey of people who have come across the threshold. And
we do thank them for the lessons.
We thank them all for the lessons, yes.
So yes, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
All right, you picking the card today?
I could, because Skittle's not going to do it, is she?
No, she's pretending that she's asleep.
She's pretending to be cute.
She just kind of plopped up here.
What have we got today? Oh, looky here.
Messages.
And for those of you observant folks, wasn't yesterday the Queen of Wands? Didn't
it was the Queen of Wands yesterday.
And look, we've got yet another card with 3 pyramids on it.
Well, what does that mean in a reading to you?
In a reading to me? Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry.
Bring the rest up for a vote later.
Move up the trough, hands on. God, I am so professional. Please excuse me. So the 3 pyramids to me is always an indicator of like old soul energy. And that's particularly when that's my dead giveaway if I've got a querent in front of me that I'm talking to an old soul. When one or more of these pop up, I kind of know that.
So today we're talking to everybody who needs to be hearing this, who are spiritual people that need not to be taken advantage of.
Oh, well, look at that. So she brings it all well together. So this is kind of cool. This is messages. Yes, definitely. Knights are messengers, without doubt. So sometimes, it's all about messaging, I think, today, isn't it? It is all about messaging.
And decoding those messages.
Yes, listening to your inner voice, listening to your knowledge and your intuition, but also gently guiding others and framing your message in such a way as, what is it? Diplomacy is the art of getting results by raising an eyebrow and not the roof. So yes, sometimes you have to frame what it is that you're saying appropriately. So be conscious of messaging today, especially what your inner voice is telling you, I think, would be my reading. What would be your reading for today?
Well, I definitely think it's about messages, and I think I'm going to apply it to what we were talking about. Understand that it's okay to say no.
Mm-hmm.
Understand today it's okay to make a boundary. Certainly I'm not saying rip somebody's head off, but it is okay to draw a line and say, we need you to now take care of yourself a little bit.
Actually, I'm not going to do that for you.
I can't do that for you right now.
No is a complete sentence.
Yeah. So, I think today is about listening, caring, and setting boundaries that protect you as well as those around you. All right. So, happy Thoughtful Thursday.
Jupiter Day. Expand your thinking.
Yeah.
It's a good day for that.
All right.
Listen to your inner voice.
Shelley says, yes. Thank you for letting me know who you are. Those are the people who need to be purged. Yeah.
Yes. Isn't it one of those wonderful things about lessons learned and stuff? And it says, when somebody shows you who they are.
That was Maya Angelou.
Yeah.
When somebody shows you who they really are, believe them.
Believe them.
Yep.
Yeah. So
all right, folks, off to the races we go.
Yes, indeedy, and it's a lovely day today. The sun is in the sky. I don't know if we'll get to another box opening. We might. It depends on how the day runs.
Right, because the U.S. Games order, we got one box instead of two, and it was badly beaten. So we're not sure what's going on there.
Shape the other box is in, and
yes.
whether we've actually got stuff to sell or not. Hopefully we do.
All right. Thank you all very much.
Thank you so much for watching.
Have a fantastic day.
Yes, do like, comment, and subscribe, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.
And if you can